Hello everyone, this is Magbo Gaming here, and today I'm gonna do a mega ultra rant on the PlayStation 5. And why am I targeting the PS5 now? Because I'm not gonna lie, this whole generation on the PS5, it was released back in 2020, back when the whole pandemic was still active and out there and we were all wearing masks and stuff. Yeah, so that was quite an interesting launch. It was super duper mega hard to even obtain one of these things for the first 2 years, 2 to 3 years of it being in the market. Like, instead of paying $500, you'd be paying $800, $1,000 or more out there in order to get the PS5. And that really was unappealing to me for sure back then. Heck, even back then, the Nintendo Switch was hard to find as well. But at least it wasn't as expensive as it was the PS5. That's the first impression I got when the PS5 first launched. That, and they didn't have much games that were like exclusive besides, I think in the launch it was the Demon's Crest or something like that. That was a remake of the original, but it was like a very good one, I heard. And then we have Ratchet & Clank Rifts Apart. Now that's not an exclusive anymore because it's also on PC. You can play on the Steam Deck, I bet, too. So there's Spider-Man 2. As a matter of fact, there is literally right now, if I'm not mistaken, you could correct me if I'm wrong, as of April 18th, 2021, and I'm reading it right here. So it says here, there are only 7 exclusive PS5 games up to now. And how long has the PS5 been out at this point? It's been almost 4 years now. It's been 3 years and a half right now since the PlayStation 5 came out. So we're almost reaching the midlife of the PS5's life. I mean, PS4 is still technically alive right now. There's not a lot of like exclusive games coming out, but there's still a lot of multiplats coming out for that system and limited run and all that stuff, of course. But as for PS5, yes. The only good thing I have to say about the PS5 is completely backward compatible to the PS4, and it looks a lot better on a PS5, I guess, in a better TV if you have one. So that's pretty much one of the only good things I can say about it. And yeah, I want to play Spider-Man 2 at some point, but what if this thing comes on Steam Deck later on? I'm not going to need a PS5. What about Stellar Blade that just came out the other day? A lot of controversy on that. When the game, yeah, this game right here, Stellar Blade, is one of the most interesting exclusive PS5 games I know. But this game was uncensored on the shelf, like it's on the disc. It's completely uncensored. It's completely how the game was advertised and supposed to be. But then you put it on a PS5 and a forced patch if you have it connected on the internet. So advice to you, if you want to play Stellar Blade the way that it was meant to, put it offline. Don't connect it to the internet whatsoever before even inserting the disc in, or else they're going to force, like, obligate you to install that patch. So you get the idea. A lot of people are complaining about that. Me personally, I don't care too much about the whole little censorship they have. It's not gonna affect the gameplay, but at the same time, I get it, because it was advertised as an uncensored game, and then after you put the disc in, you patch it so you can censor part of things, which is kind of like scummy. Because like I heard, I don't know if I'm Slotham or a few other YouTubers out there, that they may be doing that so they could sell the uncensored version as a paid DLC, which that's pretty scummy tactics from the company themselves. That's not even the biggest problem of the PS5 with me right now, to be honest, but it is currently happening, and I will be tagging Stellar Blade there. Hopefully, you know, people will notice this video more, because I heard that it gets a lot of people, a lot of views. Let's see about that. I don't mind what's the outcome of this. Okay, so one of my biggest problems with the PS5 is not actually the PS5 console itself, but what about the VR? Yeah, this VR right here. The PlayStation VR, the PS5 VR 2 or whatever it's called, that thing is freaking more expensive than the PS5 itself. That's right, $550 or something like that. This is the retail price. Outrageous, right? That's the retail price for this VR headset. A VR headset, an accessory that's worth a little bit more than the PS5 itself. And if you remember the rant video I did about the PlayStation Portal, I leave a link in the description below. Check it out for yourself if you want, so you could know what I have to say about that. I'm not gonna repeat myself in this video. My point is that the PS5 has done nothing but disappoint me in this entire generation. I never had a need or a rush, except for Spider-Man 2 a little bit, but I don't want to get a PS5 for just one game. The only incentive for me to get it is so I could play PS4 games on it, transfer my save files if I have PlayStation Plus, which I don't. Because why? Because they're becoming way too expensive. Yeah, they're jacking up the price of these PlayStation Plus subscriptions because they put inflation as an excuse, but I believe that it's because they want to have that as a justifiable reason to nickel and dime us more in this economy that we're in right now. I have seen that there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of PS5 games out there. Yes, in those 3.5 years, there's over 2,400 games on it, I think. But only 7 of them are exclusive. The rest are like multi-plat that I can also play on the Nintendo Switch. I can also play on a PS4 or on a Steam Deck. So why do I need a PS5 for that, right? Plus, another thing I don't like about the PS5 is huge. Yes, you seen that thing? It's like 3 or 4 times the size of a Nintendo Switch. And yeah, and the shape is weird, man. Even when they made the redesign of PlayStation 5 Slim, which I hope that that was the one I wanted to get, but nope. It looks almost the same, only a little bit smaller, as you can see the comparison right here on the screen. But yeah, they just made it a little bit smaller. They have almost the same shape. They have a digital version for only $50 less than the disc version. But for the digital version, you can get a separate attachment to put disc on it. But it's like $80 more, which would cost you a little bit more than the PS5 Slim that already has the disc in. That doesn't make sense. If you wanted this later on in the first place, you might as well just spend $50 more to get the one on the disc. So yeah, you get the idea. It's super heavy. Like in this technology base, things should be smaller, not bigger. Me personally, technology should be smaller, should be convenient to hold. But instead they make it bigger. Just like the smartphones, they decided to make smartphones bigger and not smaller. I like smaller devices. I like smaller smartphones. If I have a problem with big smartphones, like huge smartphones today, like the iPhone 5 or something, then what makes you think that I am going to like the design of the PS5? Like it's heavy, it's bulky, like I could barely fit it anywhere. You have to like be creative and find a space. Even when you lay it down, you need a stand regardless. It's like, why don't you just make the design simple, like a box, like the Xbox Series X? Even the PS4 Slim. The design looks just fine. It's right there. These designs are great. These designs are perfect. I don't know, guys. PS5 sucks. There are times I kind of want to get one. But at this point, with like Sony not making too much exclusive, they're taking forever to like release these games. I have a feeling that a lot of these exclusive games are eventually going to come to Steam or to Steam Deck or PC and stuff like that, or to the Xbox console. I don't know, maybe not Xbox, but who knows. Unlike Nintendo, that we could be 100% sure that exclusive games will always stay exclusive. PS5, there's no guarantee on that. Because look what happened with Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That wasn't exclusive for a little while, but it was a time exclusive. Eventually it came on PC, so you get the idea. Like, I don't trust Sony with this thing. Like, as much as I enjoy the Sony PlayStation brand, and I own most of the console, but PS5, honestly, we're getting to year 4 of this thing, and we literally don't have much incentive for us to buy and play, and everything is so freaking expensive. Like I said, the VR headset is more expensive than the PS5 console itself. It's ridiculous. The PlayStation Portal, which can only work on the PS5 console, so you can't even play it on the go. So Steam Deck's a million times better than the Portal, which is why I got a Steam Deck, and I'm gonna show it off in another video later on next week, hopefully. So I hope you stick tuned to that. But you know, there was a time I was thinking, should I get a PS5 first or should I get a Steam Deck? And then ultimately, recently, I said, I'm just getting a Steam Deck. I could play all the games I want there. I could play all the emulators I want there. It's on the go, but I could also put it on the TV if I wanted to as well with the dock. And I'm going to show you all that in that video, so I hope you look forward to it. If you're new to this, be sure to subscribe to this channel, Magbo Gaming. Like this video if you agree with everything I said about this PS5. That's why I don't have a PS5 yet, because there's absolutely zero reasons, besides Spider-Man 2 I guess, and maybe Stellar Blade, no other reason for me to own this thing right now. And I hope those 2 games comes on Steam Deck at some point as well. Because why? Because I don't even want a PS5. Until you make the PS5 almost as small as the PS4 Slim at least, then I'm gonna hold up buying a PS5. And you should vote for your money. Like, stop giving Sony money to justify them trying to nickel and dime you. They were successful with the PS4. There's a very good reason for it. They had like endless amount of exclusive. There was a bunch of games I wanted to get on PS4. I got almost 100 games on the PS4 at this point. But PS5, like 2 games? Stellar Blade and Spider-Man? Are you serious? That's not enough reason for me to get it. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, this is a super rant. That's all I have to say about this. What you guys think? Comment below your thoughts on what you think about the PS5 so far. I know there's a lot of people that are gonna like the PS5 for what it is. I mean, PS4 backward compatible. That's like one of the only thing I love about it. And yeah, you get the idea. Yo, like. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this from me, or me showing you off my collection or other gaming stores that I'm going to show off in the future. Or you could just look back to my videos and watch that if you haven't yet. Share this video, of course. Follow my Instagram right here at Magbo Art67. I'm going to be advertising that more right now. Stay tuned for my announcement on the Patreon thing, because it's going to come pretty soon. I can't say exactly when yet, but I have an announcement for that once I finish that video. And I'll see you all in the next time. Magbo says, I hope that you enjoy the hunt. If you're collecting PS5 games out there, best of luck to you. I hope that you'll be able to find the games you're looking for. But like I said, if there's not a lot of games that you want on PS5, don't even bother right now. Just stick with PS4. I'm sticking with PS4 for the next couple years or so. So we'll see how that goes. Matter of fact, I'm happy with PS4 and Steam Deck. And Switch, of course. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you all in the next time. Magbo Gaming out. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other related videos here as well. I also have a Discord server you can join for the video game collecting community, and an Instagram you can follow as well. I even got some merch you may want to check out, my TeePublic link below. Hope to see you again soon.